Hey, good evening. We are going to be playing a white box Western with some classes I've come up with myself for the white box system. The name of this adventure is Bite of the Coyote. The bandit gang known as the Coyotes have been destroying everything in their path. Local lawmen cower in fear. The US Marshals are getting no cooperation trying to hunt them down. The local towns are paying protection money to them so that they don't burn their town down. Even the ranchers are letting them take herds of cattle from them. But the town of Peach Hollow has decided enough is enough. One of the coyotes was arrested last night for being disorderly and drunk. The part time sheriff has decided he's going to make the coyote stay in the jail for a day or two until he gets his wits about him. But now all the townsfolk know that the comrades are going to be coming for him, and there will be hell to pay. Do you have what it takes to help defend Peach Hollow? Or do you feel brave? Do you? Maybe you've lived here all your life, or maybe your family does. You're visiting them, or maybe you're just that stranger passing through on the wrong day at the wrong time. Nikki, who are you going to be playing? What's your relationship? You found yourself in Peach Hollow.
You see a woman, probably in her late 20s. She has long blonde hair and a blue skirt and a white top. And she's the town school teacher. She's lived in Peach Hollow for all of her life. And she is trying to make a living on her own as an independent woman, as a school teacher. And she is very protective of her students. And she is going to try her very best to make sure that the coyotes have to get through her to get to them. And I'm playing Caroline Abernathy.
All right. We will see how the tough school mom handles it. Crystal, who are you going to be playing, and how did you find yourself in Peach Hollow at this right time or wrong time?
I'm Sylvin Stavian Nokovich. The people call me Stas. I live in the mountains. I come here from Bulgaria. They tell me in America, man is entitled to what he makes. But when I make my gold, these men come and say, no, your furs belong to us now. But them. I have their man. They want him. They come through me to get him. They'll meet my shotgun on the way.
All right. Sounds good to me. And Daniel, how are you going to be playing? How did you find yourself in Peach Hollow at this moment?
I'll be playing Ano. She is a Cheyenne lady. She was married to a white man, a trapper, and for several years. Unfortunately, he fell ill and died. She is, she lives in the outskirts of the town for the most part, doing her trapping and coming in to make trades. She's pretty comfortable here and knows that in other places she might not be as accepted. So she certainly doesn't want the town to fall. So she's willing to, put herself up in the defense of the town at this point.
All right. Sounds good. Both you and Stas, probably as you come to town, you notice a few of the townsfolk that are walking around, probably armed with rifles. You notice probably Carolyn there in the area, and you start hearing talk of, and all of you would have heard of the Coyotes, even y'all being in the mountains. You probably have been passing or coming to town to get supplies. You've heard of the Coyote bandit gang before, and you hear now that evidently the part-time sheriff Hank Henson has got one of them in jail there, and everybody's preparing, getting ready, knowing that his friends are going to be coming for him.
Okay. Ano is going to. She's looking around. She interacts with people to sell her wares. Probably mostly the people at the maybe if there's like a general store or whatever, the grocery, I guess, is probably where they're supposed to be. But she's looking around to see if she can recall which building is one of the taller ones. She's pretty good with a rifle and thinks she can probably get herself set up for defense in that way.
You would definitely know that the we'll say just on the map, easy, keep it easy. The west side of town where the Pioneer Hotel and the church are. And the
Mhm.
Pioneer Hotel is 2 stories, and you know, of course, the church has a large steeple with an open steeple up there for bell.
Oh,
You,
okay. Do I guess I'll go to the sheriff, or if there's like a group of individuals in town that are like prepping, she'll meet with them so she can discuss.
you actually at this point, as you're walking along, run into Carolyn, and she's
Ah,
standing there on the street.
oh, good morning, uh, Gallon. I
Good
thought you would
morning.
have brought the students to safety.
I'm trying. I'm going to collect them now.
Be well. Do you need help?
Tony, can I get all the students together? And is there a place like any kind of more fortified building or cellar like I
You
tried
would think
before?
one of the safest places to put them would be the behind the church, the house 27B. You would know that's the parsonage of the preacher there at the church. That would probably be what you would think would be a safe spot for them.
Okay. Yes, if you would like, we can go and gather the children and take them over to the parsonage.
She nods and follows behind you.
And I'm going to go kind of from house to house if I can and say the only way we can protect all the children is if they're all in one place. That sounds really bad now that I say it. But I think that's what she would probably do. Try to put them, because she's not sure if if their families have weapons or any way to defend themselves.
Yeah, you would
Well,
notice that some of the townsfolk have, we've got, some shotguns, rifles like you have, a few of them with pistols, but the majority of the townsfolk are, farmers, local businessmen, ranchers. I mean, probably some of the ranchers would know how to use the weapons more, but most of the local townsfolk here are just normal people that are probably scared out of their wits.
well, perhaps, Caroline, if you fear for their safety in the village, we could bring them to my camp. It's only about a mile outside. In fact, sometimes the children fish in the stream right by.
That would be wonderful, because if they get that far, the town is probably lost anyway.
Okay.
So if the coyotes make it to your camp, they probably already have decimated us.
Yeah, unless they go there first, I guess. But yeah, so she nods and she says, she looks through like as we're collecting the children, and she finds like an older boy that she knows, fishes in that creek. And she says to him, uh, "You should bring the younger children to the creek. Take shelter. There is some jerky in my encampment to feed yourselves."
And I look at Ano and I say, thank you. I appreciate your help.
Yes, the children are the future. We must protect them.
Yes, and I consider all of them mine. I don't have any of my own, so my school children are my children in a way.
You are still young. Not very attractive, but perhaps a man will see your worth. You're so skinny.
Well,
Uh,
I think I know my own worth. Thank you.
Good.
while they're doing this, Tony, can Stas be over at the sheriff's office? Probably kind of complaining about, these men that, have come demanding his stuff.
Yeah, you go over to the sheriff's office. There's a couple of citizens standing outside. They probably know you or know of you. You go into the office itself and you see you know Hank Henson's like a part-time, nothing goes on here. So he's just like a part-time 10 badge man. He owns one of the businesses there. He actually owns the Imperial Saloon. But he's sitting there. He's an older man. He's sitting behind his desk, and you see the lines of worry on his face as you come in.
Yeah, yeah. Probably people do know Stas, like kind of like Hanachi. He only comes into town every once in a while to like sell furs. Whenever he comes into town, he'll always go see her and like give her some stew or something. He likes Hanachi. She's a very pretty woman. But either way, that's neither here nor there right now. Today, as Stas comes in, he looks mad as a hornet, and he marches into the sheriff's office, and he's like, "Sheriff, I've had enough. These men, they come to my home again. They tell me you give me your furs. I tell them no. I hunt these furs on my own, and they take them. Sheriff, you do something about this, or I do something myself."
He looks up at you, he's listening, and then he goes, "Well, Stas, we've got a bigger fish to fry today. One of the Coyotes was acting up in town last night at the Zhang's saloon, and I've had to put him in jail, and I'm not going to let him out. I'm taking a stand once and for all. I'm tired of these Coyotes running over everybody, so I imagine they're going to be coming for him either later today or tonight. So I tell you what, if you're able to help me out and help protect the town, when we get this over with, I'll come help you out."
Ah, Coyotes come here. Perfect. Now, even better, I torture a man until he tells me where his friends are. We go to them.
No, we're not quite at that point yet, Stas. So we need to get everything prepared and set up here, and we can protect the town, I think.
Very well. Very well. You have my gun. Shall I go recruit townspeople?
Well, I tell you, why don't you go out there and find some of those ever good town folk and people who are maybe in a group there, and you help them, and y'all decide how you want to set up and what you're going to do. If you need something, I'm going to be in here for right now.
Yes, make sure that Snake does not escape. And with that, Stas will head out and start heading over to the saloon where there should be a couple of, men.
Which one you want to go to? There's three of them.
Whichever one has the reputation of being like the most, kind of, badass place to be.
That would be Zhang's, number 35.
Right. Sounds great.
Yep, you would know that's kind of the cheap one.
All right. 35. All right, right there. Okay. Let's see, where am I at right now? Sheriff's office. Okay, yeah. So I go out and to the right and down to the Zane Saloon then.
All right. And the other two of y'all, let's see, you're getting the children out to your camp. Noe, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, if one of the older children can actually bring them, that's fine. But if I don't feel like that's the case, then I'll bring them out.
Yeah, you could find one of the older teens that would be able to do that. You think no problem, of course.
And I will tell them that because I know that in this kind of land and the situation gets stark, that they might have to defend themselves. So I tell them where I have under some blankets or whatever in my tent. I have some like extra rounds for a rifle or whatever. So I say if you find yourself in trouble, there's some ammunition there, but do not leave unless you need to, because the children must be protected.
Yes, and do not come back here unless one of us comes to get you, no matter what you may hear coming from the town.
Yep, and they head off that way with no issues at all.
Cool.
Okay.
So I say to Caroline, I say, I do not think there are many seasoned fighters in the town, but if we catch the men by surprise, we may have a chance.
Yes. The element of surprise is always good.
Yes.
We need probably more people to set up a proper ambush.
Yes. Let us go to the sheriff.
Yes. Okay.
As you two are heading down toward the sheriff's office, you see about that time, you see the large mountain man himself, Stas, come out. I don't know, Stas, if you and Noe would know each other through trade or not. That's up to you two.
Uh, I imagine when I come down, I go over to see Anochi. I mean, she's a mountain person herself, and she's a pretty one at that. She knows how to, skin a buck. So it's all right by Stas. So Stas sees, Anochi and Caroline, but he sees Anochi, and as he's walking out of the office, and he kind of straightens up a little bit and puts his gun down. And he takes his hat off and says, "Oh, Anochi, it's you. Good weather we're having, no?"
Yes, yes, indeed. The animals will be plump by the fall with all the growth.
Indeed.
We'll be blessed.
If we live to see fall.
Well, the animals will be plump whether we see them or not.
What we live to see fall.
Stas, do you know the school teacher, Caroline?
He kind of like starts putting his hat back on and nods a bit. I've seen her around, I believe.
Yes, in passing.
But yes, I was on my way to saloon. Sheriff says they have a gang in there, member. He says that they come here to rescue him, and I tell the sheriff that they meet my gun when they get there.
Yes, we too are defending the town. Yeah. We
Did
must
the sheriff? Sorry.
Well, between your rifle skills and my shotgun skills, town should be totally safe, ah.
That is true. Oftentimes, the cowards that work as bandits, though, will try to destroy what they cannot take. So we must be wary of fire. They love to burn. She kind of gets an expression on her face like she's dealt with that before.
So did the sheriff tell you whether there's other people who can help us? Oh, sorry.
Stas just says, "You're a strong woman," and he pats her shoulder.
Yes, so the sheriff says in the saloon is where we're meeting.
Sheriff says to rally town. He says to bring back people here willing to defend town. But I think, what man does not defend his home, da?
Well, I've learned that those who are not knowledgeable in the ways of defending can sometimes get in the way. It's best they stay out.
Well, they say that that Zhang Saloon, toughest place in town. I say we find your recruits there.
It is known for harboring a certain kind of person, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I would go turn and follow. I mean, I'll go to the saloon if the others go with. I'm not going to go in by myself. I don't think that they probably wouldn't allow me in there by myself.
You three proceed down the street. You pass Peterson's drugstore. You go to Zhang's saloon. And Carolyn, you would know that this place is usually pretty rowdy. I mean, not out of control rowdy, but I mean, it's usually a lot of noise and hoopah coming from in here. But you notice something strange as you go up there. It's very quiet, a stillness as you three enter. There's a medium-sized crowd, but everybody seems to be in a somber mood. And you hear, people talking, some of them talking a little bit louder. And you see one of the, Carolyn, you would know, you probably taught them in school a couple of years ago, one of the ranch kids jumps up and he goes, I'm gonna be just like that old boy in the dime novels. I got two guns. I'm gonna be the two-gun kid when they come riding into town. And you hear another guy tell him, "Oh, hush up, hush up. We're not gonna sit here and talk like this. We're gonna do what we can to protect the town, but you know they're gonna kill all of us."
Not not if we have any say in it. We don't have to just let that happen. I say to the man, and I look at the boy and I say, two guns, really? Where did you get two guns?
Well, you know, my daddy made some money off selling them cattle down there, down south, so he let me buy two guns.
But do you know how to use them?
Well, now I've practiced a little bit.
Because it can be very, very dangerous to use a gun without knowing how to use it.
You're right, Anoche. Some people, they do not know how to fire guns. Best they stay out of the way. Let us go to another saloon.
Well, you know, I know I will step forward. She'll say, it seems to me that if the gang is after retrieving their member, they will head towards the sheriff's office where he's being kept. And as a trapper myself, I know that the best way to trap anybody is to create an easy passage so that they go exactly where you want them to, but then they never come back out.
I agree.
Wise words. So who among you here, I ask in the saloon, will help us in the defense of this town?
When you say that, of course, the two-gun kid jumps up and says, "Well, you know I will, Miss Abernathy. I got those two guns." You see a couple more stand up, a couple more of the townsfolk. You would recognize them. You know, you can tell they're as nervous as can be. They've got rifles or shotguns. Well, you know, we'll do our best, Miss Caroline. That's all we can do, I guess. But you see, the mood is very somber and still here, unlike what it's usually portrays here.
Now, men, where is your fighting spirit? Every time I've walked by here in the past, there was no end to the tomfoolery that was happening inside. What has happened? Where we can do this?
You say that, and you know Mr. Zhang that owns the saloon. He's a barrel-chested, very large, older man, still very stout. He slams his fist down and he goes, "Well, the main thing we need to worry about is everybody protect their own. I'm protecting my business here. They're not going to burn down this saloon."
But if we all work together, we could just take them out and nobody has to lose their business.
Well, we're going to work together, but like I say, I'm staying here. I've got what I need to protect my place once they come through them swinging doors.
All right.
When bear come after hive, bees do not say, "I stay at hive and I protect what is mine." Bees attack bear. They drive off big predator together. We stick together. We drive bear out of town.
Zhang looks at you. You know, he's a very large man, much like you are, probably larger as far as size. But he says, "You're the vodka drinker, aren't you? Well, I got something for you." He sets a glass down. He pours a thing of vodka and pushes it over towards you, Stas.
Okay, Stas grabs it. I mean, is it actually vodka?
Oh, yeah. You can tell it's a bottle, but he gets in especially every once in a while.
I mean, if it's actually vodka, then Stas will drink it.
And he starts laughing heartily and he goes, "You better have another one because it may be the last one you ever have."
Nah, I come back for a bottle later.
About that time, you see a little boy, I say little boy, 9 or 10, that opens the swinging door and he goes, "Miss Carolina, I'm sorry, I was running late from my house. They said you sent all the children out to the Indian place, but I'm headed out that way now, but the sheriff wants him and Mr. Peterson wants everybody to meet in the front of the drugstore as soon as you can. They've got a plan.
Well, you be careful on your way out there. I want to see you back in the classroom again.
Yes, ma'am. And he takes off running.
Shall we go see what the plan is?
Yeah, let us go. Those of us who are real men, we shall go to the drugstore. Those of us who are the cowards will stay and defend our own. And Saz will walk out the door.
Yeah, and each of you can actually have, I put the stats there for the townsfolk. Each of you can have one. If somebody wants the two-gun kid, you can actually have him and he will have two pistols if you want the two-gun kid, or if it's just regular townsfolk, they have either a rifle or a shotgun choice.
Caroline already has a connection with Two-Gun Kid, right? So Saz will let her take Two-Gun Kid.
Yeah.
Let Caroline be responsible for the kid.
Exactly.
I'll take a rifle shooting dude.
You
Yeah,
all
I'll
go down to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said, yeah, I'll take the kid. I guess she would probably feel better having him near her if he's going to act tough. So,
Yep, same stats, except he'll just have two pistols since I made him up on the spot.
okay.
But y'all three go down in front of Peterson's drugstore. You see Mr. Peterson, you would know him, of course, Carolyn. He's kind of from back east, dresses very fancy, middle-aged man. Is he standing there holding his hand in his suspenders? You see the sheriff, though, is left, and he's walking back down to the next building, the sheriff's office, kind of with his head down. And Mr. Peterson sees all of y'all walk up, and he goes, well, myself and the sheriff just spoke, and we think it's best. We know that they're going to be sending people probably, they like coyotes, they like to attack late in the day or at night. So we expect them to hit about dark. The plan should be that we would think everybody should probably protect and set up in different buildings through the town here. Each of you should grab a partner or two to take with you and make your plan of what building you want to protect, because the sheriff thinks that they're going to be coming from the wide gulch in Franklin Road. That's where they come from most of the time. If they ride in through that way, if not, they'll be coming from the Pony Pine Ranch Road. But either way, they're probably going to come in and go straight to the sheriff's office because they think we're just going to cower down to them and let them have old John Boy.
And Ochi makes great point earlier. She says, with Trapper, you let animal go into trap and animal do not come out. Yes, Ochi, you say this.
Right. So what it's kind of softly because she doesn't feel super confident standing in front of the whole group of people talking. She says, I would, if we could somehow block one of the entrances to the sheriff's office so they're forced to go into the other, that will focus where we can get a bead on them.
Yes.
I would like to set up in the church. I've got spending so much time in the wilderness gives me good vision even when the light gets dark, so I can hopefully see them coming.
Anochi has great shot with the rifle. And I like idea. We block one entrance, and we move man in cell now. We move him over to blacksmith. Keep him there. Men go in thinking they're going to take their ally, and then we move in and they get in cells. Or we shoot them.
You want to move him to the blacksmith?
Oh, I don't know, blacksmith. That's kind of far outside of
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Maybe barbershop or the hotel.
Whatever you think is best.
Yeah. I mean, blacksmith seems good only because it's probably an anvil to put him against. But yeah, it's right in the corner of town. So if they find out he's there, we're screwed.
Mm.
Yeah, probably the barbershop or maybe the hotel would have the best place to hide him. That is a good idea, though. I mean, if they're down.
Yeah, let's see, you're wanting to move the prisoner from the sheriff's office to either the barber shop or the hotel?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the other option, she speaks up again. Now she's getting a little more confident. She says, is to use him as bait. It is not uncommon when we want to attract something to lay some meat. So we could stake him in the middle of the street.
Middle of the street, it'd be hard to contain them. I like containing them in the sheriff's office. They think their friend is in office. They go in. They do not have extra man there to help them.
But Tony, do we know how many are in this coyote pack?
You know that in the whole region that there is quite a few of them. You know, most of the time though, like local areas that they run in, they'll run anywhere from, 6 to 10, 6 to 12 people a lot of times.
So they might not all go in the sheriff's office
Right.
anyway. Yeah. And then if only half go in, that still leaves 6 to run amok in the town. You say there's 12, 10 or 12.
Right. Right. But at least we can get them there. I mean, if it was me, I would probably try to go in the back of the sheriff's office because that's going to have the most cover. So I think that's the doors that we should definitely close off so they can't get through it. So they'll have to come into the main street.
Maybe we also set up trap in alleyway between sheriff's office and saloon, huh? Bear trap, cover it well. They step on it, chkoosh, it takes their leg.
Yes. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
And then the other wide areas, if we can move some wagons, just so it's hard for them. Well, that'll give them cover, though, I guess. So maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't have bear traps. I'm more of a small trapper. But if you have such a bear trap, then.
Yes, Stas, you can have, you probably have on you probably just one, since you travel town, but you can have one.
I happen to bring one with me. I've been hunting bear upon property.
Excellent. All right. Well, this seems like a plan. Then we should. I guess. Well, I probably don't know, but if people in the town know, like, does the hotel, for instance, have like some kind of like a dugout basement where they keep wine or whatever that we can like throw him down a trap door and tie him up so that he's secure, or the like?
No, they don't actually have like a basement area. We'll jump a little forward as you go and talk maybe to the Sheriff Henson himself.
Yeah.
He shows you the back door to the sheriff's office, and you see that it's got where they can put like a big bar across there and a big wooden slat that will, completely secure it. And he agrees that's a good idea. So they will secure the back door and make it a whole lot harder to get into. And he likes your suggestion about moving the prisoner, if we're going to move them at all, to move them to the barber shop across the street, because that's a smaller building, and they can secure them in the back of the barber shop, and keep a guard or two in there with them, and maybe just darken the building out.
Okay.
It works.
If y'all move them, that's up to
No, I think that's a good idea. I like it, and I'm going to take position in the. Actually, if he's going to go to the barber shop, I'd rather be at the hotel. Because if I'm in the church and something happens to the barber shop, I won't be able to get there. So I'm gonna ask to be on the roof of the hotel.
Yep, you can get access to that. No problem. You and your friend.
And I'll set up my bear trap about, give or take halfway down that little hall, alleyway, sort of in the middle, just, where I think someone might be likely to step on it, and just cover it up loosely with like some dirt and stuff. I'm not going to try and camouflage it perfectly because it should be dark, so it'll be hard to see anyway.
Yep, you're going to set it between the sheriff's office and the Orient Saloon, correct? In that alleyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then let's see. I think. Let's see. Where should I set up? Because they'll want to come around to the front. So maybe we should be set up near the front of the office. with some people on the sides or something, so like we can box them in that alleyway.
Yeah, well, even if the rear is secure, they might still try to get in that way. And actually, that's a good place to catch them because they won't be able to get in quickly. So there should be at
Yeah.
least somebody maybe in the livery stables. You know,
Yeah.
that can pop out and blast them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll ask my shotgun guy to hide down there, and Stas, he'll be at like the front of the I'm gonna call it front of the Orient Saloon, kind of sitting there at first in case they do ride in from the front. That way it'll just look like he's sitting there or whatever. But if he hears him coming up that alleyway, he could quickly turn his shotgun.
Yeah, and also just to keep it simpler, if we can, your shotgun guy can stay with you, but I'll put another shotgun guy down there at the livery stables. As you
All
know.
right, sounds good to me.
Well, I can
And
be at the stables if you want.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have the pistol kid with you, so he's gonna be most useful up close, even though that's not really what we want to do with the kid. But
Right, yeah.
I mean, sitting on top of a building with pistols is not going to be that useful. So
No.
yeah.
it's going to be.
So, do you want to be at the church? Because there's the Orient Saloon in front of that alleyway. Would be better if you were at the Pioneer Hotel, assuming that's maybe 2 layers or so.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the hotel. You're going to be at the Orient, and I think Nikki's saying that she could be at the livery. That'll give us all the angles.
Yep.
Yep, that's perfect.
Yep, and what the sheriff is going to do, he is going to transfer the prisoner over to the back of the barber shop. They pull the curtains, shut the business down. Mr. Johnson leaves. He's an older man, so he goes home. He keeps 2 guys in there. There is no back door, even though it probably looks like on their map there's a back door to the barber shop, but we're going to say there's not. So he puts 2 guards with the guy, and the sheriff is actually going to sit outside on the porch when it gets dark on the front of the sheriff's office. Him and a couple other men.
Perfect. Yeah, I think if I can, if it's not spreading them out too far, the guy that's with me, I'll put him near the back of the hotel, and I'll be at the front that way if they try to come that way. But we can either one of us run either direction, so we have more coverage.
Yep, that sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. It's probably late afternoon. But after y'all get all this prepared, you've probably got about 2.5 hours before it gets the sun goes down. Somebody will bring you water, drinks, food, whatever. Some of the townsfolk while this is y'all setting up. Night begins to fall, or close to dark fall. It's just enough twilight to see. As it does, exactly as they predicted from the wide gulch in Franklin Road, you see 2 figures ride in. You see a man dressed in a long duster, a hat on, and you see this woman. It looks like used to be, or maybe she still is, a saloon girl. As they ride in on 2 horses, very slowly riding in, and they stop there in front of the sheriff's office in the middle of the street, kind of between the sheriff's office and the barber shop there in the middle of the street. The woman looks over at the sheriff and she goes, "We're here for our friend. The best thing to do is just open the bars, let him walk out. He can ride behind me here because he sure is not ever going to be able to ride me. And us 3 will leave town, and your little town of Peach Hollow can continue to grow peaches." The sheriff looks at her and he goes, "Well, I'm afraid that I can't do that. He's going to have to face the judge in the morning." As soon as the sheriff says that, you see the other guy in the duster pull out 2 pistols.
Oh boy.
He shoots both shots at the sheriff and hits with both of them. The first shot goes in the left shoulder. Both shoulders. You see one go in the left shoulder, the right shoulder of the sheriff. And oh no, that's not good. It's a mortal wound. One of them is. You see the sheriff fall off the bench down on the ground. And I guess the best thing after we do that is just roll initiative. It's a D6. No modifiers this time. So just straight D6. And what did you get, Stas?
6.
All right. And what about Caroline?
5.
5. And what about Noe?
I also got a 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, they only got a 2.
Strong
So.
woman.
All right. Stas, you and Noe, you do whatever y'all want to as you see this man pull out 2 pistols and just gun the sheriff down.
Well, I'm up on the roof, so I'm going to shoot him through his back.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I see him, I'm shooting at him as well.
You're going to have to move up, probably Stas, from where you're at. That would be a rough shot from kind of down that alleyway. I mean, you could do it. It's going to be a -4.
What about or I'm not in the alleyway. I was sitting at the front of the Orient Saloon.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. You did say the front. I was thinking you were at the back. You're right. You are at the front. That's right. That's my mistake.
Yeah. And if I can't hit him with my shotgun, then I'll pull my medium pistol out to shoot him.
Are you going first then, Stas?
It doesn't matter to me.
I was gonna say
What do you want to do it by dex? What's your dex?
Yeah, that's fine. What's y'all's dex?
Yeah, okay. My dex is a 7.
Oh, man.
I'm going first. I had a question, though. So with my mountain man thing, when I'm stealthy, I get the +1 to hit and damage. Would I get that because I'm hiding on the roof, or would I have to roll for that?
I'm going to say you can have it, because they weren't looking around, so you can have it this round for sure.
Okay. So that'll give me a +5 total. Oh, well, it didn't help any because I rolled a 1.
Oh, my gosh. Now the sheriff really is morally wounded.
I'm going to call that a dud.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my rifle goes. Oh.
Stas, you hear the rifle shot, but you can tell you would know being a mountain man, the sound of it, something didn't go out with the primer and the cartridge right or something. So what would you like to do, Stas?
I mean, I'm already if I don't think I can hit with my shotgun, then I'd be pulling out my pistol. But if I'm confident I can hit my shotgun, then my shotgun's already shouldered. I'm pulling the trigger.
Oh yeah, you shooting at the man or the woman?
The man.
All right.
That's I think I did get a bonus to hit real quick. Sorry, I forgot to look at that. I do. Okay, +3, so I hit 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
All right, nice. And that's D6 +1. So 5 points of damage. 6 points of damage. 5 + 1. 6 points.
All right, now roll a D100 and a D6 with that to see where you hit them at.
All right. D100 is a 25.
A 25, you got them like in the left arm, left hand area.
All right, and that's 3.
That is a light wound. I will take note of that.
All right.
You shoot him with the shotgun.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then I'm popping my shotgun. I'm gonna pull off another round next turn.
Carolyn, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm in the wrong place. I'm down at the livery stable, so I need to come. I don't see any more coming in from the.
You do not. When you come, you hear the gunshots from in the front. You hear the shotgun blast, but something's definitely going on. Your vision's blocked from where you're at, but something's going on there close to the sheriff's office for sure.
Well, I would probably come up the alley. Try and come up the alley between the sheriff's office and the drugstore because I don't want to step on a bear trap. So
Yeah, you would know it's there exactly.
yeah, so I would try to probably just spend this turn trying to get up to see what the action is, right?
Okay. You are moving up that way. The man that you just shot, Stas, he goes, oh, of course, as you shoot him with a shotgun. He turns both pistols towards you, Stas. And he is going to miss, being injured. The woman that is with him looks towards you and she goes, "You're going to look good lying in front of my fireplace, bear man." And that is going to hit. You'll take, she's got 2 pistols. One of them hits. So you'll hit 6 points of damage. and it is going to hit you in the right arm and right hand, and it is a light wound. So, Stosh, you will take 2 points off of your strength, and plus the 6 points of damage. Let's see. We will roll initiative again. What did you get, Stas?
Before we do initiative, what about our henchmen people? Are they gonna work
Oh
to
yeah,
come,
that's
or-
right. Thank you. They're there with you. So yeah, if they wanted to go, they could have went with you. That's right. The ones that are there.
I'm all right. I'm gonna say that my guy was like too stunned last time to react. Like, we've
Okay.
never seen this before.
I think my guy was at the other side because remember I said
Yep,
that
he was at the other
so
side.
so I'm just gonna say he like crouches low and runs forward to join me for the second round.
Do you bring your guy up, Carol, or are you going to leave him at the stables?
I'm gonna leave him at the stables.
All right, sounds good. All right, we'll go next initiative. Stas, what'd you get?
All right. 4.
All right, what about Carolyn?
2.
And Noe,
5 that time.
a 5?
Yep.
They had a 5 also, even with their minus. So you go first, Noe.
Okay. So she, levers back the rifle and knocks out that bad round, and she's gonna point at
You
this
shooting
guy.
the guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the guy.
All right.
That's much better. So that would be 20 total.
Oh yeah.
So it's 6 points of damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
Rifle's just a d6, right? Yeah. Okay, so 6 points, and then I do my percentage. 23.
A 23, you will get him in the left arm and stuff again.
Oh, his left arm is sticking in for 6, or the 6 is my.
Oh, a 6, yeah, that's mortal. So yeah, he's definitely not doing well.
Hit him in a vein or something, or artery. I guess the other guy's going to shoot as well, because I did it now or at the end.
Yeah, he goes. Is he going to shoot at the same guy or not?
Yeah, I think he's going to shoot at the same guy because we saw him shoot the sheriff. So, he rolled a natural 20.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Tell me, wherever you shoot him at, he falls out of his saddle in the middle of the street dead.
Yeah, he shoots him like dead in the back. Like basically, the guy gets shot in the arm, and he spins a little bit from the impact, and then this other shot just nails him right flat in the back, and he falls over.
All right. This is what happened. He falls in the middle of the street off his horse. You see the woman take off back towards Wide Gulch Road, racing her horse, leaving. Stas, you're up next. You can have one action to do as she's running away.
I want to attempt to shoot her horse in the leg.
You're going to shoot her horse, okay?
I'm gonna shoot her horse in the leg. Nat 20, yes.
All right. How much you shoot with a shotgun, right?
Yes.
How much damage?
Oh man, only 1 point.
All right. Roll the wound location just anyway,
63.
and I'll do it different for the horse. Okay. And then roll d6.
2.
You see that you made pretty good contact in the main beef of the horse itself. You see the horse slow down, but it's continued to race away back down the Wild Gulch Road.
Can the guy I was with shoot the woman?
You want to shoot at the woman? Yeah.
Yeah, he'll quickly shoot at her because she shot Stas. 13 to hit.
A 13 will miss this woman.
All right, she's too far out for the shotgun rifle then, or the shotgun round. By the time he finally shoots.
Yep, and you see her racing off into the incoming darkness. By this time, Carolyn, you run around the corner and see the man laying in the middle of the street. You see the sheriff doubled over on the front. You see you probably couldn't tell it was a woman, but you can tell a horse running back from the Wide Gulch Road. And we're out of initiative then for right now.
All right. Yeah, Stas probably kind of walks back to the hotel holding his arm.
I'd probably run to the sheriff because I'm assuming I know him. Sheriff Henson.
When you get there, you can tell he's very still. That then you see the damage that he took, and you can see that the shots were well placed, and he is no longer with us.
All right, I'll shut his eyes if they're not shut, and I'll just start to just let out this wailing scream of frustration and anger. I'm not gonna actually do that to you guys, but if you can imagine.
All right.
Stas takes out his flask of vodka and he takes a large swig and then he starts like pouring the vodka on the wound and starts trying to like take care of it. Maybe a shotgun. There's guys there helping him out. Maybe.
All right. You're still in the building, right? You're not moving.
Yeah, I'm staying on the roof. Actually, because she ran off, I'm just gonna like eagle eye, just stare in that direction, waiting.
Yeah,
for
that's what I was gonna say. You being up there with your vision, you can see her moving fast as she can, completely out of your vision. Finally, back down the Franklin Road.
Yeah, she'll turn towards the man that was helping her, and she'll say, "I'll keep guard here. Find out what's going on down below. I don't want to give away our position by yelling." And then, he'll head down to find out. I guess that the sheriff is dead.
Yep, the sheriff unfortunately is dead. The man in the middle of the street is laying there face down as he fell off his horse, completely dead. His horse is still kind of, walking around, not doing much.
If we get the horse, is there anything on his saddlebags that might give a clue as to how many there are, how many more are of them?
No, but you do identify him once you look at the saddlebags and everything. Everybody's heard the Coyotes. You know that the man you just killed goes by Crazy Comanche was his name.
Well, that's a little less darkness in the world, at least. And then I guess I would try to get somebody to help me move the bodies. I mean, it's my town. I don't want, bodies in the
Oh
street.
yeah, there would definitely be enough help to move the body out of the street and off of the front of the sheriff's office porch.
Yeah, Stas would comment, as he's getting patched up, like, grab the guns that he had and, see if there's someone willing to wield them.
Oh yeah. If somebody would want the guns, they can take the guns.
Tony, can I do one of those bind wounds or?
Yeah, I was going to say if you want to take about 10 minutes, there's probably a doctor. I don't think there's a doctor's office on there, but there's actually a doctor. The druggist probably could help you, Peterson, and will help you bind wounds. So just get a D6 back of HP, actual HP.
5.
I guess I'm going to assume that they're going to come back at some point. So I'm going to try this time to set up kind of, if there's a window in the SA office.
All right.
Kind of like hunker down down under a window, ready to pop up and shoot anyone coming into town with my shotgun.
All right, you can do that. It's a small one-story building with a front panel windows, so you can do that.
Okay.
Stas actually wants to, like if the sheriff's office, if there's a window he could aim out, he'll go ahead and set himself up in the sheriff's office so he can shoot out of the door. Because, they'll be trying to come here. Probably first.
Yep, you can do that. You can find a place inside the sheriff's office to set up there.
Yeah, I know still where she is.
Yep, so you're staying on the Pioneer.
Well, I'm sorry, Tony. I forgot about my guy that I left in the stables.
Yeah, do you want to leave him down there, or do you want him to come with you?
You know what? I think she would want to leave him down there. She doesn't want to put one of her former students in danger. So.
All right.
Yeah, if my guy would be willing, I'd say we both set up in the sheriff's office.
Yeah, your guy
will kind of be boxed in a little bit, but.
Yep, you'll both be in the sheriff's office. And And that way your guy comes back, explains to you exactly what happened and all that. And that, everything is they're setting up for getting ready for the next round, knowing that they're probably coming back later that night.
Yeah. This town doesn't have, there's no like gas lights or anything, right? Like it gets dark.
No. Yeah, it's pretty dark. I mean, they may light some lanterns and sit along, different areas to be some dim light, but yeah, it's dark.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's too late now. I guess if they don't come tonight, then she has a plan for tomorrow.
Before, I don't know how long we have, but before we show up in the sheriff office and stuff, could I possibly move that bear trap more to like the front of town? Because now they'll be coming in. We could at least pick out one of their horses.
Yeah, what do you want? You just want to put it in the main street, or what do you want to put it?
Yeah, pretty close to the main street, like pretty much on the road. Yeah.
All right. You can move it around and let everybody kind of know the general area where it's at. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, make sure you let us
I mean,
know.
we shouldn't let any, we shouldn't be any travelers coming in this way. So yeah, he'll definitely let everyone know. Hey, the trap doesn't seem to be doing good over here. I'm going to move it over on the road, and hopefully they'll run over it.
Yep, and Stas, you recovered actual HP, but the strength damage, you still have it. So, I mean, if that affected you any as far as modifiers, if not, just make note of it, but you still have the strength damage for right now.
That's cool.
But you do have the HP back. A couple hours go by. When it gets darker, you would think it's around probably 10 p.m. now. Seems to be quiet. You actually hear the call of coyotes off in the distance. Nothing goes on for a couple more hours. Stas, you and your friend are at the sheriff's office. Carolyn, you're at the assay office, and we got our lookout on top of the hotel. Oh, right after midnight, you hear 2 gunshots coming from somewhere around the livery stables. Quick pistol shots.
Oh no.
There goes 2 gun.
Yeah, there he goes. I think Caroline she'd probably hear it, and right from where she is.
Yeah, I would say, probably all of you could hear it, but, probably you and Stas would hear it first since you're on that side of the town block.
I'm gonna, her instinct is to run, but she knows that's not a good idea. Carefully try to kind of creep my way over there, whatever light there is, and see what I can see.
All right, roll me a d6.
Okay. 1.
Do you want to move like down the alleyway between that and the Orient Saloon, kind of where you can look around that edge of the building? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. What about Stas? You hear 2 pistol shots, you and your companion.
Yeah, Stas, is there a back window at the back of the sheriff's office?
There is not, just the back door, which, has been boarded, not boarded up, but very, very well secured. It's all secured, but there's actually no window at the back.
Okay. Can the door still be open? Or like?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to take down the big bolt and slide and all that if you wanted to go out the back. But, it was,
okay.
Pretty well secured.
Well, no, that's, no. Instead, Stas is going to say, you go that way. And he's also going to begin to make his way down the saloon in Orient. And the shotgun guy, he's going to have him go around the other way. So he's going to go the long way around the drugstore and between the drugstore and the
all right, you're leaving the sheriff's office. You're going between that and the Orient. And your buddy's going between the drugstore and the sheriff's office to the back towards the livery stables, right?
Right.
All right, sounds good. Roll me a d6.
Okay. 5. I don't know if that's good or bad.
All right. This is what's going to happen then. Carolyn, about the time you get to the corner there of the Orient in the assay office where you come from, you see figures in the dark that are moving towards the back of the sheriff's office. And you see one of them raise a rifle up and pull the trigger between the alleyway between the sheriff's office and the Orient Saloon. Stosh, you hear the rifle shot go off, and you hear a rifle cartridge bullet strike into you, and it's going to hit you in the abdomen, the groin area, but it's a light wound, so you'll take 1 point of con loss, 1 point off your con, as you were struck in the abdomen by a rifle from a guy in the dark. Your companion on the other side, oh, he is hit, and no, that's not good. He is going to take, oh man, he takes a mortal wound to the chest. So he will have 1 round to actually do something though. We will roll initiative, everyone.
Did I take any HP damage or just con?
Yeah, just note down 3 HP. You're right. Take 3 HP and just the con, 1 con.
Okay.
Let's see. What did you get, Carolyn?
2.
All right. And what about Stas?
Sorry, I was trying to note down my HP. 6.
All right. And what about Anoe as you hear the gunshots starting to ring out somewhere behind the livery stables and sheriff's office again?
Yeah, I got a 2. I mean, I'm hoping that I can see something in that alleyway because I'm the angle there between the Orient Saloon and the sheriff's office. Maybe I saw the guy, but if not, then I'll just wait.
All right. This is the ones that are in the alleyway, Carolyn, and all this. You see actually 4 figures. You see a large man that would make Stas look like a kid, and it seems like he's wielding some kind of axe or something in a pistol. But you see 4 figures there. 2 of them seem to be on the side facing the sheriff's office and the drugstore. 2 of them are more situated to the sheriff's office and the Orient Saloon. Stas, you're up first. You see these 2 figures and one with the rifle that just shot you. You see them kind of in the dark. I mean, you can see the outline of them pretty much though still.
All right. I mean, I'm just gonna take a shot at the figures in general. I'm not necessarily aiming for any particular one.
All right.
And that's 15 to hit.
Yeah,
that'd be more than
15.
15. That would actually be 17, I think, to hit. 17, yeah. 3 points of damage.
All right. The 2 that are on your side are the guy with the rifle and the guy with the axe that you're shooting at, just to let you know.
Right. And should I do the 100?
Yep, roll that.
I rolled a 90.
Cool, that's good.
And a 6.
Roll me a D20. Let me see which one you get since you're just shooting.
Ooh, nat 1.
You hit the butcher, the guy with the axe. You hit him in the head. You see him starting to fall and stumble.
All right. And as that happens, if I have any moves left I can use, I'm just going to like pull myself back behind the sheriff's corner so that I just have a building that I can kind of, I'm going to have my shotgun around the building.
All right. What about your companion over there?
Assuming he's still alive, I guess
he's got one round to do something.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he's dying, so he'll go ahead and pull his rifle off towards one of the figures. 15 to hit.
Yeah, 15 will hit one of them.
Only 1 point damage.
All right, roll the location and all of that.
All right, 51 on location. Or
That's
51
going
on the
to,
D100.
Yeah, that's going to hit him in the abdomen.
And 2 on the thing.
All right, you wouldn't know
D6.
this, of course, but it's a light wound. Hit him in the abdomen and groin. Roll me a D20 to see if it's red or the preacher.
Okay, 13.
It's going to be it's going to be red. You see the guy wearing like the bright red over his coat, under his coat. You're going to hit red. All right, I will make a notation. He's got a light wound. The bad guys had a 4. You see the butcher is, stagger as you shoot him, Stas, with this big axe, and he just kind of throws the axe your way. But I mean, you can tell that this man's in dying throes as the axe just tumbles a few feet in front of him and falls to the ground. And you see him face first down on the ground. The guy at the rifle says, "Well, you son of a bitch, I'm going to kill you now." And he's going to take a shot at you as you run to hide. Oh, man, he's going to hit you. You'll take 4 points of HP damage, and he is going to shoot you in the chest. Let's see how bad it is. It is going to be a serious wound. You will knock off 2 more points of con and 2 points of strength, 4 points total. So reduce con by 2, reduce strength by 2, plus the HP damage. The butcher's down dead now. The other 2 guys on the other side, they are going to, even though your guy's dead, they don't really know that in the dark, so they're going to shoot at him again. The first one's going to miss. The second one's going to hit and finish him off. So you wouldn't know. Of course, you can't see, but your man's down on the other side of the alley. Carolyn, I'll let you go next since you're kind of there seeing. You see all of it going on, but you can see more of the area probably where Stas is.
Yeah. Do I see the man with the rifle who shot at Stas?
You see. Yeah, he's the closest one to you.
Yeah.
And he has not noticed you either, as far as you know.
Okay. I'm going to step out and shotgun him.
All right.
And then I'll probably try to step back behind, get cover around the side of the saloon building again. Might not work, but 15.
Yep, 15 will hit him.
Okay. Ooh, 6 plus 1 is 7 damage, right?
All right, 7 damage. And roll me a D100 and then another D6 to see his wound.
Okay. So 64.
That is going to get him an abdomen and groin.
And did you say another D6?
Oh, yeah, a D6 for the.
Yeah, rolled another 6. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a mortal wound. You wouldn't know that, but it is.
Surprise, you son of a bitch. Oh,
you
sorry.
got him. You got him good.
To the kid.
You're going to try to sneak back around the corner?
Yeah. Yeah, I was mad because I'm pretty sure that they killed my former student, so. Is he dead?
Yep, you have not seen the 2-gun kid come out of the stables at any time yet.
Oh.
Anohi, you can roll me first a D6 before you do anything.
Okay. 1.
That's what you needed.
Oh.
Something catches your eye. You see sitting on a horse down between the church and house 27A there at the edge of town. You see a lone figure just kind of sitting on a horse with his arms crossed, not doing anything.
Can I get a shot at him from where I'm at?
Yeah, he's just sitting on top of a horse.
I'm gonna shoot his ass.
All right.
I'm assuming that anybody in the town, I know where they all are. So, and if I kill somebody I'm not supposed to, anything. Oh man. Okay. 18 plus 4, so it's 22.
Yeah, you hit him.
Yeah. Oh wow, 6 points of damage, max damage.
All right, 6 damage.
And let's see, 91.
Oh damn! You're gonna kill my main bad guy. You got him in the head.
Oh no. Okay. So D6. Oh my god, 6. That's actually good.
Yeah, that's a mortal wound. You wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Wow,
wow, man. The dice are doing great for y'all. That's good though. Let's see. We'll go to the next round. So initiative.
Not that.
Yeah, your guy. Does he want to do something?
Can he see the people in the alleyway? I mean, I know meta.
I'm going to say that you could probably see the guy that's engaged with Stas. That would be the one you'd probably see yeah, because the other side would be blocked.
I think he would try to shoot him.
Yeah.
Even though I know that meta that he's mortally wounded. Oh, he rolled 16.
Yeah, that hits that guy.
4 damage, and let's see, he 13 for location.
That's going to get him in the leg. You see him kind of stumble and fall, but he was
And
stumbling
5.
and falling anyway.
Yeah. So he probably feels pretty satisfied that he's the one that shot him and made him fall because he shot him.
All right.
He's like, that's 2.
Yep. He's doing. He's got confidence for himself.
Yeah.
What'd you get on initiative, Stas?
6.
All right. What about Carolyn
5.
and Anoe?
1.
Stas, lead us out, man, as you see all this going on.
Okay, is there anyone else down between that Orient Express and Sheriff's Office?
Nope, just the one guy that you were engaged with the rifle, and you see him stumble and starting to fall down.
Like, is he dead?
Nope, he's still up right now. He gets his last chance here in a minute.
Could Stodds like just go over with his shotgun and just be like, don't shoot that, and like kick his gun away?
Roll me a d20. Just make a regular attack roll, whatever your regular attack roll is.
All right. Oh, that's a total of 16.
Yep, you're able to kick his rifle. You know, he had the rifle. You're able to kick his rifle away from him.
Yeah, so like I kick his rifle away and like cock my gun, and I'm just like, you talk too much, as I'm bleeding profusely.
And then roll me a d6, Stas.
3.
All right, you didn't hear the rifle shot come from the hotel. I mean, you probably heard shots, but you didn't put 2 and 2 together. There's a shot coming from the hotel. Then that's fine. Caroline, you and the bad guys both had a 5, so you go first.
Okay. Can I see any other bad guys?
I'm going to say if you look around, you can probably see 2 figures moving around on the side of the other side, closest to the drugstore. One of them seems to be moving pretty bad.
Okay. They're going in between the drugstore and the sheriff's office,
Yeah,
right?
they're on that side, that corner over there. It seems like they're moving straight, almost going to be out of your vision here pretty soon.
Okay. I'll creep along kind of behind the Orient Saloon past Stas, and I figure the rifleman is probably going to not be a problem.
All right.
And
wanna
I'm going
move
to
up?
try to I'm going to try to follow them so I can get a shot off at them. Or actually, can I pick up that axe?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really angry. So I'll pick up the axe and I'll follow and see if I can get close to him next round. And I'll try and be not. I mean, obviously it's dark, so maybe they don't see me. But I'll try not to be noticed, and I'll come up and try to the corner of between sheriff's office and Orient Saloon, and kind of keep an eye on them.
All right. Now they're actually, I mean, if you want to see the other 2, they're going to be on the drugstore side. I mean, if you want to go to that corner.
Oh, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You can do all right. Grab the axe and move over there. All that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
The guy that's on you, Stas, the mortal wound, as you go up there and see Sugar Sweeney with the rifle, you see he looks up at you with all the blood, and he pulls out this butcher knife, and he's going to try to stab you with this big knife before he dies. And he's going to miss pretty bad, of course. And he stabs with you the knife. Maybe you grab his arm and wrestle with the knife, and his eyes close. He is dead.
If you don't mind, like he goes to try and stab me with a knife and like kind of pull my leg back, and I'm bleeding profusely myself, and I go, you never learn. I just take my shotgun and smack him in the face with it.
Yep.
And then he dies.
He is dead. The other 2 guys on the other side, Preacher and Red. Red's moving kind of slow as he was wounded. Carolyn, just to let you know, I mean, you see them moving up closer to the front of the sheriff's office, but you also actually see one of the townsfolk in the middle of the alley dead, just to let you know that information. They move up to close to the front of the building. You see one of them has something in his hand, and you hear, psh, and you see a light and you see something tossed in front of the sheriff's office. And as you do, you all hear a loud explosion as a stick of dynamite blows up the front of the sheriff's office. But luckily, with y'all being at the back of it, you're not injured. Anone, you see the guy on the horse that you just shot. You see him slump over the saddle, and his horse starts riding kind of between House 27A and the church out of your vision. But you see him slump over the saddle for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye because, of course, I don't know that there was a mortal wound meta.
Right.
But my other guy though, he stayed back. So if he sees these two come in the front with the dynamite, can he take a shot at one of them?
He can. It is up to your turn now.
Okay. He rolls a 1. Apparently, we have a lot of wet ammo up here.
All right. He rolls a 1.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do? Just keep the eye on the other
Yeah,
guy?
I'm just watching that guy. If he comes out, if he surfaces, then I'm assuming he's probably going to come out onto the street, but he might try to go around the back. And I know that the prisoner's in the barber shop, so I want to just keep an eye to see if I can see the horse come out.
All right. You can do that. That will end everybody's turn, I believe. So next round for initiative. Oh man, these guys are rolling good, even with their. What did you get, Caroline?
3.
And Stas?
Sorry, 2.
And what about a Noe?
6 that time. Sorry, I got a 1 last time.
They had a 6 also. Go first, Noe.
Okay, so she's going to keep watching for the guy on the horse. If he pops out, then she'll shoot him.
All right.
My henchman guy though, he's going to try to, that he went to go shoot the guy with the dynamite, but like it exploded just as he shot, so he shot it, like missed by a mile. Then he just cranks the handle on his rifle and tries to shoot him again. And that time he rolls a 9, so I guess that's a pretty clean miss.
All right.
But it's not a 1.
When you do that, you see both of them look up at the corner of the hotel, and it seems like they probably know your hiding spot.
Oh boy.
One of them takes off running towards the front of the hotel, and you hear psh, as he is lighting up another stick of dynamite, and he is fixing to try to throw it up there where you two are.
Oh no.
The other one's kind of standing there at the corner of the sheriff's office in the main street. Oh no, he rolled pretty good. Let me see what happens here. The dynamite is going to land up there between you and Noe and your partner. Y'all will take 16 points of damage total as it blows up.
Wow, I'm actually still alive, barely.
And the townsfolk guy is blowed into several pieces.
Oh, yeah, he's a million pieces. Yeah, I'm like flat on my back. Like I have 3 hit points left. So I'm just like, I'm laying there, like blood coming out of my mouth. And, yeah.
Yep, you're in bad shape. Your ears are ringing. We're down you, Caroline. You see the 2 figures standing there, and you see one of them take off running out of your vision again. It looks like he was running, as far as you would know, he's maybe running for the barbershop. It'd be hard to tell. He's running between the barbershop and the Pioneers the way he took off, and you hear the dynamite go off, and you see the other one sitting there at the corner. He's kind of holding himself and starts laughing. He does not see you behind him. And it's up to you.
All right, I'm going to, is he on a horse or anything?
Nope, he's on foot. They're all on foot.
Okay, that's right. All right, why not? I'm going to try to axe him in the back if he doesn't see me.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I don't...
He does not see you or pay any attention. He's just laughing. And then when you get up there close, you can see part of the hotel's been exploded up on the top of it and it's laying in the street.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm thinking a shotgun might give a, if the other guy doesn't know I'm there, I'm going to try to axe his friend.
All right.
Oh, 18 plus 2, 20.
Oh, yeah, you get him. Let's see where you get him at. Roll damage first.
What would I don't know what the axe
I would
is.
say probably a D6. I don't know if I wrote it down, but we'll say D6, I imagine.
Okay. 4.
All right, and then roll a location. We'll see how bad it is to him.
Okay, 72.
Oh man, you get it in his back, his chest, but you get him in the back.
Nice. And then another D6.
Yep.
3.
Yeah, that's a very serious wound to him. He's already wounded anyway. You jab him in the back with this axe, and you see this is the guy that was wearing the red up under his coat. He just starts gurgling and stuff as you're doing to catch him off surprise. Stas, you hear the explosion at the hotel as you're standing in the alleyway between the SO and the Orient.
Yeah. If he sees the guy with the dynamite, if he can, he's going to take a shot at him. He'll
What
probably
are you
pull his,
shooting?
I'm going to say his medium gun. He'll probably pull it to shoot.
Yeah, that's fine. Pistol, yeah, you're still within range without any modifiers.
Okay. Okay, so that's another 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
And 80 on the, oh, wait, I gotta do damage first. Sorry. 5 points of damage.
Yep, and an 80, that's in the chest.
Yeah, okay, 80 and then D6, right?
Yep.
6.
Well, you wouldn't know it, but it's a mortal wound. You hit him in the chest, you hear him curse out.
All right, as I pull my trigger, I'm like, no, and I like shoot him in the chest.
Yep, you do that. That gets everybody, I believe. So next round. What'd you get, Caroline?
2.
A 2, okay. What about Stas?
6.
6, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Anoe?
3.
Stas, what do you do next as you see this guy not looking too good even from where you're at?
I'm going to shoot him again.
All right.
That's 21 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, a 99.
A 99 is in the head.
All right. Oh, I forgot to do damage. I've been forgetting to do damage now. 2 points of damage and then 6 from the wound chart.
All right. You see as you shoot him, his head explode. If you want to describe it, he's not going to even get his last chance to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, like you just see Saz with this, mad hornet look on his face, and he says, she better still be alive, or I hunt you in hell. And he just blows the guy's brains right out.
Yep. And he is down for the count. They had a 4. 2 things are going to happen. The guy that you've wounded turns around as you put the axe in his back, and he reaches out towards you, Caroline, like he's going to grab you around the throat and choke you.
Okay.
And you tell he's so weak, and then he starts laughing and grinning and says, "I'll let the witch take care of you." And as you are surprised from behind, as you remember the woman who rode into town dressed like a harlot, she has this big butcher knife she's going to try to stab in your back as she's stuck up behind you from the stables.
Okay.
And she is going to hit you. Oh no, she gets you in the back with an 87. Oh no, that's a mortal wound too. So note down you got a mortal wound. You'll have 1 round to do something though, as she just drives this butcher knife straight into your back. And it is up to you. I'm sorry, it's up to Noe. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Noe, kind of gets her senses and she crawls low to the front of the building. Part of it's blown away and fire's coming up or whatever. And she wants to see what the hell's going on. She looks down and I guess she probably sees Caroline get stabbed in the back. So would you see that? Doesn't she stand in the middle of the street?
No, she's like at the corner of the SO and the drugstore in that alley.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought she was in the middle of the street. Okay, so so nobody's in the street then?
No, but you see the body of the guy who threw the dynamite, and you don't know if maybe this explosion got him or not.
Right. Okay, so if I don't see anybody there, then I'm just going to just lay there and just try to figure out what's going on, get my senses, because I know there was 2 guys, and initially I saw 2 guys run out. Didn't I? Actually, I don't know if I saw that. I don't think so. I don't think I know anything, so I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Yep. you were able to kind of get your senses about you. Caroline, you got one action left before you bleed out. Is this saloon harlot is looking at you, smiling and laughing now, knows that she stabbed you in the right place. If you'd like to do something.
Oh yeah, I want to pull my axe out of the guy's back and try to chop her freaking head off
Go
with my
for it.
dying breath. 15.
If 15 will hit her.
All right. 5 damage. 95.
Oh. And what do you get on your D6?
4.
A 4?
Yes.
What do you hit her in the head that you see her dying breath start coming out now?
Oh boy. Take you with me. And I just smash her in the head with her friend's axe.
Yep. Y'all both probably kind of fold into each other. I would think maybe both of y'all just kind of fold into each other and work your way down to the ground with your eyes looking at each other as the light fades from both of you.
Mm.
It is quiet and peaceful now. Stas, no more gunshots going off. You do not see, I'm going to say you don't see Anoe up there. She didn't rise up enough for you to actually see her up on the building, so you have no idea at this point. You've not seen Caroline after where she was hid. You've not seen her appear anywhere else. So we're back in free-form play. As y'all would like to do anything, nothing else is happening.
Yeah. So what Noe will do is if if a few seconds go by and I don't see anybody, she's gonna like kind of move herself, keeping like on her belly to the side of the building, kind of the side where the barbershop is, and she's just gonna stay there for a minute or so, just watching around that building to make sure that nothing's going on there, because she knows that's where the bad guy is, and hoping that that she'll see somebody.
All right. You are looking for the guy that was down by the church, right?
Well, or anybody at this point. I lost that guy. Yeah, so I'm assuming he might have went around. Since I got blown away, I don't know if I missed him or if he just never went. So
yeah, you look and you do see a horse, a riderless horse, moving along, just kind of moving along. You see the reins just floppily there, but there's no rider in it. He's actually fell out, died behind the church, but you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, so I see that and I'm thinking, okay, that's good. But I'm also really beat.
Huh.
So I'm literally just going to lay here until I see, some of my people or something that seems safe. Because right now she feels like she's, to like walk through the hotel might be too dangerous.
Stas, I'm going to you as this is going on. And Stas, tell me the conclusion of this story for you as we come to that point that you can tell me how the story is going to end for Stas as you wrap this up.
Stas carries his bloody body through the hotel door and up the stairs and everything over to Anohi, where, he tries to get some people to help her before they help him. And, once they get their strength up and everything again, and begin to recover, Stas will go to her and say, "You are a mountain woman, I am mountain man. You trap, I hunt. We make good pair, yeah? We be together, we rule mountain together. You help me track down there. Da?" And that is how the story will end for Stas.
All right. We'll jump over to you, Noe, if you can tell me once Stas comes up and finds you and they help the townsfolk come out and help bandage you, how's the story going to end?
Yeah, so Noah is very happy to team up in life and love with Stas. She's been on her own for a while now, and she feels like that. She's still young enough that maybe she could have some children of her own, and maybe she'll want to name one of them Caroline.
All right, perfect. Any last thoughts for our school teachers? The light has faded.
Yeah, she knows she's going probably to a good place, at least, better place than this. And as she thinks to herself, while she's dying, at least I got to show them that their violent delights have violent ends. And that's Caroline.
All right, perfect. Now I will tell you how the story ends. One of the main group leaders that come out to the corner there that I know he had the great shot on was this man here. I never got to show you his picture because he never got to do nothing. That was Dylan Roosevelt, the leader of the Coyotes in this region, because he was watching his man do something and took a shot to the head. And y'all would have found his body behind the church there. Um, the US Marshals come in, take possession of all the bodies. Mr. Peterson, that owns a drugstore, pays to have a memorial built and put in front of the schoolhouse of Miss Abernathy for her bravery in saving the town. But unfortunately, she paid the ultimate price to protect her town. Um, he also gets with Mr. Green, who owns the grocery, and makes sure that Stas and Anoe has plenty of supplies to last throughout the end of summer and the beginning of winter as it comes. And the sheriff is buried. A new part-time sheriff comes in. Seems the Coyotes' bite turned on them, and you do not hear from the Coyotes for quite some time. Everything seems to come to peace and quiet. The two-gun kid's body is unfortunately found in livery stables as he was surprised and gunned down. Proper burial was made for him. It pretty much wraps up the bite of the Coyote playing White Box West. Thanks to Nikki for playing Caroline, a school teacher, Crystal for playing Stas, the mountain man, and Daniel for playing Anoe, another mountain man, mountain woman.